When the children were leaving school, the teacher suddenly sent a photo to the parents' group asking whose necklace it was so it could be claimed. The tycoon's wife immediately recognized it as the birthday gift her husband had given her, so she quickly apologized in the group, suspecting her daughter had accidentally taken it to school. Upon saying that, all the parents were astonished because the necklace was a limited edition. There was only one in the entire country, and it had been purchased by the tycoon. Everyone started saying, "So Anna's mom is the tycoon's wife." The parents were thrilled and couldn't believe that from the very first day of school, their children were sharing a classroom with the tycoon's daughter. Seeing how valuable it was, the teacher said she would return it immediately. But at that moment, Amy's mom claimed the necklace was hers. The tycoon's wife didn't understand and asked Amy's mom if she might have been mistaken. The next second, Amy's mom sent the purchase certificate to the group and even insulted the tycoon's wife, telling her not to dare claim something that wasn't hers. The tycoon's wife was completely baffled. She couldn't understand how her purchase contract was in Amy's mom's possession. At that moment, all the parents began praising Amy's mom because the tycoon had just donated $20 million to the school, and they felt proud their children were in the same class. They all started criticizing the tycoon's wife for daring to pretend to be someone she wasn't. The tycoon's wife immediately asked Amy's mom if she was a new employee at her house. Amy's mom instantly became furious and began sending several photos of the tycoon's house to the group. She even posted a photo of the tycoon, labeling him as her husband, the real tycoon's wife. Seeing all this, the tycoon's wife was completely stunned, thinking Amy's mom might be her husband's mistress. She couldn't believe her husband had given something so special to her and also to Amy's mom. All the parents started insulting the tycoon's wife for daring to impersonate someone else. Seeing how they kept defaming her, the tycoon's wife, outraged, decided to post a family photo in the group. But before she could do so, she was removed from the group. At that moment, the tycoon's daughter came out of school. The tycoon's wife decided to go home first. Meanwhile, Amy's mom arrived home and told her husband that the next day, when he went to work at the tycoon's house, he should take more photos for her. It turned out that the man was the tycoon's chauffeur. Amy's mom had tricked her husband into taking photos just so she could show off. As soon as her husband left, she told her daughter to pretend to be the tycoon's daughter so she could receive special treatment at school. Meanwhile, when the tycoon's wife arrived home, she confronted her husband, asking if he had another woman during the 3 years he was away. The tycoon immediately denied it and asked what had happened. The tycoon's wife explained what had happened at school. Seeing the school environment, they decided their daughter should study abroad. But just then, their daughter overheard and refused outright, saying she didn't want to leave the country. Seeing her daughter's insistence, the mother had no choice but to agree. She even bought her a luxury pen as a gift for starting school. After her daughter left, the tycoon suspected there might be a misunderstanding. To resolve it, he called the principal and organized a spring field trip with all the first-year parents and children. This way, the parents could get to know each other, and the students could strengthen their friendships. He organized the trip to his new ranch and even suggested hanging a family photo in the most visible spot on the ranch to show who the real tycoon was. The tycoon wanted to see who dared to humiliate his wife. The next day, the tycoon's wife woke up late. The housekeeper informed her that her daughter had already gone to school and that the luxury pen she had given her was missing. Just then, the teacher called, saying her daughter had stolen a pen and had been beaten. The tycoon's wife was so scared that she ran to the school.